What up, YouTube? It's FortNick2156 here. I'm bringing you another, a small little review because one of my friends wanted it on there. Today I have a pack of Maverick. Maverick 100s, not opened. It's one of my favorite cigarettes now. Cheap. Cheaper than most. These, me and my friend, we both smoke them. They are good. And I thought I would give y'all a different angle because literally I don't have my normal setup here. So, hence the reason why you're seeing the roof of my damn truck instead of just straight on. Because I'm trying to use a headset because there's people around. But, people were asking me to do a video with a new what is my favorite cigarette. And right now it's the Mavericks. I switch up from Little Traffics to Mavericks occasionally because you just get bored of the taste. And for one in particular, dumping trash out the window. There's too much trash in this parking lot anyway, as y'all can probably see. We always do it here. We dump trash out. So, don't get your all's panties in a wad. We do have a cleanup crew that comes in and cleans. So, hence that. But here's the big thing. When I'm doing videos, I don't throw trash out usually, unless I'm in my parking lot. I am a security guard. So, when I throw trash out, it's not going to be something that can hurt the environment. Plastic, I will not throw. Paper products, I will throw. Because those are biodegradable. Plastic is biodegradable, but it takes a long time to biodegrade. So, that's why I don't do that. One of my friends kept asking me to do that video for a long time where I just throw out my car. The wrapper off a box. Well, there you go. I've thrown a wrapper out the box, which you can probably see right down there on the street. No? Shit. But yeah. I do not recommend doing it that often. In fact, I'll probably go out there and pick it up because that is plastic, and I don't like putting plastic on the ground because we do have a lot of wildlife around here, and I just don't want them swallowing a piece of plastic and dying over that. So I'll probably pick that up in a minute. But when you're doing these videos where you're throwing stuff out of your car, be wary of the wildlife. If there isn't much wildlife, go right ahead. If there is wildlife, like in a forest or something like that, do not do it. Because I've seen so many, because I'm a fisherman, I'm also a golfer. I've seen so many beer cans. I've seen so many plastic bags. I've seen so much plastic. It's almost unreal. To where you don't want to do. You just want to spend the whole time cleaning up other people's shit. One of those Coke rings. I don't know if y'all have seen them, but they come with a 6-pack of Cokes. It comes around the Cokes. That plastic. If that gets around a fish, or a bald eagle, or any bird of prey, it can strangle those animals to death. If it gets around a raccoon's foot, it can cut it. If it gets around an animal's foot, even a human's foot, it can cut. Glass bottles, I do not recommend doing it because glass cuts. That's a safety hazard. A lot of people say, oh, it'll just biodegrade. Well, glass is high molten sand. It's highly molten because of one reason. The process to make that glass, you have to heat up sand to a high temperature and form it into glass. If you look on any beaches, does sand really deteriorate? Not in that quantity. Glass, it takes way longer for it to break itself down. So you're winding up with glass shards for a long period of time, which could cut somebody's foot. If you're kayaking, canoeing, boating, any of that, and you just throw like a beer bottle over, and somebody else comes right behind you and swims in that area, they could cut their foot on that. They could literally cut their foot bad enough to where it could bleed out, bleed enough to where it injures them. Plastic. Our ocean water, and I don't know the statistics on this, is some sort of percent plastic. California has it and a few others. The ocean water is a lot of plastic in it. You might not be able to see it, but if you take a jar and you scoop up some ocean water, not the foam, but just water, and let it sit, there'll be a layer underneath. And then you'll start seeing different colors, different stuff. That's plastic that's in our waters. So be mindful of where you dump your trash. Be very mindful, in fact. I dump my trash in a parking lot where it gets cleaned once a week at least. So just be mindful. The other thing is that I wanted to touch on the subject is how people love, and I'm guilty of this, love drinking, beer and stuff. Those bottles and those cans, put those in recycling. Don't just throw them in trash. Put cans in general in the recycling. Do not do trash with any can. And I wish it would be against the law to actually throw a can in the trash. And right now in our current time, I was listening to the radio as I was driving to work today, and they were talking about the amendment of freedom of speech. If anybody says, oh, you can't say this, can't say that on social medias, then what are social medias good for? Out of every social media I've ever seen, freedom of speech is number one. We're about to lose a whole lot of rights. And even our forefathers would be disapproved of us. And I'm going to state that right now. We've almost already lost our Second Amendment to right to bear arms. We're starting to lose our freedom of speech, which it's been working on for a while. My channel is not going to be one of those that if it goes down, I'll just create a new channel. But my speech will not get censored. So YouTube, be ready. I'm not advertised, I'm not sponsored, I'm not any of that crap. And I'm happy about that shit. Because y'all censor even the littlest things that y'all don't agree with. I'm not with that. Social media sites were created to express our freedoms of the First Amendment. If our First Amendment rights aren't kept, then what good are y'all? Y'all are just like trash. Democrats, Republicans, Independents. Who gives a F about what you are? When our First Amendment rights get hit, our Second Amendment already got hit. So you know what? If y'all play a video game called Days Gone, look at what happened in that game. They're being honest in that game. I would have to say everybody's rights matter. It don't matter whether you are Muslim, black, white, Hispanic, any of those. The rights are there for us. The men who died for us to have these rights. We'd be doing dishonor to our boys who have gone overseas, fought wars. Anybody who steps on those rights is called a traitor. And I use that term highly, is a traitor. So all these people that are saying, oh, you can't show guns in videos, you can't talk about guns, you can't talk about Democrats bad. That's freedom of speech and right to bear arms. Oh, we can't show gore and all that. Well, a lot of those... Get the... So, here's my statement to social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google. Google's the worst. Where does it cross a line where you're saying, oh, you can't say this, especially Google? That's a search engine. Where is it the right for y'all to tell us what we can't do, what we can't say, what we can't be? That's almost like that one government over everything. Facebook. I started Facebook back in, I would say about 2000, and almost right when it started up. From then and now, shit, I'm going to cancel my Facebook because of it. Because when somebody steps so far out there where they're demonetizing what you speak, then that's against all rights of human. guns. You know, we've already lost a lot of rights for guns. All thanks to a few people that went on a psychotic rampage because they were too stressed out. Or a lot of people did suicide. And all that shit. Come on now. I feel sorry for the families of those victims. But when it comes down to it, people should have saw a lot of this before they happened. We have all one goal. Live our life to the fullest. If you're out there right now making somebody else feel bad for who they are, I don't have a problem calling y'all terrorists. Because that's emotional terror. I don't have a problem with that. If y'all have a problem with what I speak, then don't subscribe. If y'all think I'm right, let me know. Because anybody who is subscribed to me will know I stand for our rights as humans, as U.S. citizens. I work with a lot of different seniority. So you have the issues of, all these different religions, all these different people. That's life. If you can't focus on one life and can't see that your life means just as much as another person's, you're in the wrong country. Like I tell a lot of people that I work with, you respect me, I respect you. Respect isn't the key. If you come in and start disrespecting me, I disrespect. I won't talk to you. I won't even acknowledge that you're a human. But anybody that puts down another person should be shot. I'm going to say it right here, right now. Our amendments were given to us by birth and by ownership. Right to bear arms, freedom of speech, those two have already been hit by our government. If those two stay hit, I'll look at World War III all over again. Or World War III happening. Because there's a lot of guys that have guns, and there's a lot of guys that are against the government with freedom of speech. And I'm happy about that. Our government has gotten too much damn power. It's about time that we let our government know that they cannot take our power. All those men and women who serve, God bless y'all. Because y'all fought for these rights, for us to be free. I can't say one way or another. I wish I could have served. I've been happy serving. But let me tell you something. This is going on 20 minutes. God bless the ones who served. And I'll keep on holding up the rights. Right to bear arms and right to dang say what I wish. And if anybody has a problem with that, you can just unsubscribe. Or don't even bother watching my videos then. From this day on, I will be doing a few more videos here and there on dip and smoking and stuff like that. If y'all don't like my videos, this video in particular, then I don't even have to worry. Then you can unsubscribe, don't watch my videos. If you enjoyed my videos, and this video hit a button with you, you don't need to be watching my videos. Because of one thing. A, yes, I am a man. I have principles. But when you cross the line at attacking my rights as a human, you ain't a person I want to be around. So, saying that, if you like this video and you want to stay subscribed, hit that like button. Let's try to get 100 likes at least on this one video. If we can do that, then I know y'all are wanting to continue these type of videos where I just talk. I love y'all. This is Fortneck 2156 with the freedom of speech and the freedom of gun ownership. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video.